Right, we're back. Very, very quickly we're back. I won't bother with the intros. We got a new member of the crew though. Hello, LaRue.
Hello.
Welcome. You thought you were going to come play Mordhau with us, instead you've come
Yeah,
to
I
cast
thought
the
we were
match.
gonna slay some kids and try to, start a fight with people on Mordau, but I mean, apparently I'm doing this, but that's also good. That's all good.
So I think this is going to be a really interesting match actually. Scar and Bliv are still with me. Hello again.
Hello again.
Hi.
Hi, yep. Bored of our voices already, I'm sure. So, re-live, looks like they're both ready. So both of these teams are actually top of their group. Well, they're both kind of joint top with the same amount of points. And this is both of their hardest fixtures. So they've gone into this week, they've beaten all the other teams, and here they're ready. So you've got this NA kind of super team, don't know if you call it that, but it's got a lot of quality NA players in basically. And then a few Europeans. Usually they've got Jarvis and Pi. He can't make it here today, the British guy from Bro, but they've got a bit oddly, perhaps. They've got Jara.
I was just gonna say.
Got Jara,
What's he
the
doing
Turkish kind of infantry. A very good player, but perhaps
New
not.
to the team.
You'd be less surprised if he was playing on the other team. Perhaps.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that. I got confused.
Brother-in-law almost like to be those guys. But
There's a lot of people here that I don't know anything about, so this is gonna be fun watching.
Yeah.
Scout some talent.
So there's actually some very good players here. I know a few of these NA guys. And then obviously Franz Joseph, he's a very nice cav. Flowin, like he could be huge in this, right? Really impactful kind of lancer.
The thing about Flowin is, as soon as he shows up, he can be lethal. But if he's not here, then he wouldn't be.
guess that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't actually got a streamer, I realised halfway through this. Just doing this the old-fashioned way for now. Hopefully someone will give me streaming in a sec. Doesn't matter too much, this is much better anyway.
Yeah, the fight's kicking off with the flag.
Flower already getting work.
Yep.
Yeah, already getting work done there. Kills flying in now, BLD. Yeah, double kill for Flower, huge by him. Franz Joseph takes out, don't know how to say that now. Donate gets one back, not enough. Jara, oh, and that was a damn quick round, wasn't it?
Yep,
It
that
was,
really quick. Turks showing some European dominance. I mean, the ping difference, discarding that round, the ping difference is not that bad.
No, it's not. Turks actually got high ping, yeah.
All these NA guys got pretty good ping, except for Donate, who's like about 130, but even that's playable.
And he got the only kill, so.
Yeah, I guess it's really playable. Might be the most playable, actually.
Yeah,
Just Flavin huge in that round, got 2 early kills. That just kind of sealed the deal, I think, right from the start.
you should get a streamer pretty soon, hopefully. But this is kind of nice. You got without this stupid overlay. I think you can see my windows activate, perhaps. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. The flag has spawned now in favour of BLD.
Yep.
In there, they've got a few tanky kind of people, but it's mainly crossbows. None of the inf. They got one tanked inf. Gordios, that's another kind of big name, perhaps, on that
on this team,
Turkish roster.
Really experienced infantry.
Yeah, very experienced. Expect them to do a lot of work. And it looks actually like they're very happy to just kind of push out here.
Yeah,
and,
not letting Jeffrey get a shot.
Yeah,
that's Jeffrey. Yeah, it's Jeffrey.
Yeah, duking out Jeffrey, a really, really very talented ranger from NA.
They might
Alex
know
is
that,
doing a lot of work, and actually Phil's kills are they're getting absolutely annihilated here. Flowin, 2 kills there on the back of it, and Bullez hooking us up. Thanks, Bullez. Shout out to that admin extraordinaire.
Thank you, Bullez.
Thank you.
And me, please. Oh, I don't need it. Oh, never mind, I got it. Thanks.
And yeah, shout out to Bullez.
He's been killing it in general.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, he's been doing great work, hasn't he?
Definitely.
Great work versus me in that duel tournament as well.
Yeah, huge by him. And we need to sort out some of this.
Seems like a Porter crashed.
Do these teams know each other's players at all?
I doubt it very much.
Yeah, have they ever been on the same server together before?
Jara, though, right?
Yeah, that's
he's
weird.
An inside man. He's
I don't know how
he
that
knows.
works.
He's written dossiers on everything.
Is NA? Oh, Turkey dropped one. BLD dropped one.
A Porter dropped, and then LBJ put someone in instead, and then the Turks drop one, so that now they're one man down.
This is odd,
I
to say the
mean,
least.
That's tough.
let's not get
Is
into
this
the.
is this home and away or not?
No, so they're
No,
actually
no,
playing the
it's
whole
just-
thing. So they got this UK server especially, basically,
Okay.
for Lebrontourage to participate in tournament, which I think is really good.
Yeah, their ping
Yeah.
is decent. 110 is playable. Then now they got 130. It's a bit harder.
Yeah,
That's
agree.
playable as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
As we said earlier,
like
he's the only guy to
110.
kill.
If you have a pretty solid, like if it's stable 110, you can almost do the things you can usually do if you play safe.
Yeah.
yeah. There's kind of just a standoff here. I don't think. I mean, they got the man advantage.
Just
They're going to
No,
need
looking
Jeffrey
at
to do a lot
Crossroads
of
at
work
all.
here, I think. Because he's going to be in a decent spot, but it's going to be really hard for them to push in because they've got this kind of split here with Zuedek and I don't know where their other crossbow is, but it's not going to be fun pushing in anyway.
his central perk.
I think they're just waiting to give their archers some time to shoot, but
Yeah,
they're gonna have to commit soon.
Zacti and Jeffrey both playing in the exactly same spot, and LBJ, here they come. They're kind of pushing in. See if they can get any work done, and it's going to be hard to win with the pings they have, but they're making it work so far. Kills going back and forth. Gordios out their kills now. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Joffrey with a nice headshot. Donat gets the kill, but it's all BLD right now. Lassis is doing some great work. Takes out Jara and Donat, and not looking great for the NA guys.
Pretty
the
one-sided. I'm surprised actually.
Yeah.
Who have LeBron James or whatever beaten before? Have they beaten any notable teams or?
I mean, these two are the best teams in the thing. I mean,
Yeah.
they won fairly easily. I'd have to have a look at the rosters of the other teams, but
That's fair.
I
Turning
will look
into
that up for you.
4v3 in favor of Turkish right now. And they seem to be winning it too, so not much to talk about there.
no. And, nice Zacti, he gets a kill back, but not enough, and pretty good for BLD there.
Polish guy inspecting.
Bit of a strange match, this one.
Yeah, it's really strange.
Community coming together from all fucking
Yeah, I like
areas
that.
of the world.
Yeah, I'm confused, but
Right, so in week 1 they beat artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, which is I don't really know anybody on that team.
Yeah, they've got a few players.
It's Last Shadows team. They're quite decent.
oh, Czech team.
And then the second week they beat Turkish Airlines, and they have famous player Ryder of Rohirrim.
He's
I don't
quality,
know.
that guy. Like.
In week 3 they beat Immortal Brotherhood, so yeah, that's a known team. And then in the fourth week they got a default over the Faceless Men.
The Faceless Men
Yeah,
from Game of Thrones.
I guess there were really faces for that match.
well they had some pretty strong. They have the most players I know, like Nazgulus, Epic Pizza, Ismar, Sir Balian of Haven. I actually know that name.
I don't know any of those names. Either way, I guess I don't know a lot of names anymore because I don't play the game.
Yeah, I mean, so those AI guys, I think they would have been one of the other decent teams. I think you'd recognise a few of the players, and obviously on this LBJ team, there's a few kind of recognisable names. Fun debut, and was a Cav for a long time. Didn't look like he was playing Cav then, but he's a very good Cav. And
Donate, I've seen on the forums.
yeah,
a lot.
Donate.
He played Cav too, right?
Yeah, he was very good.
Jeffrey, of course.
Yeah,
Good
and,
archer.
I think there's a few others. So Cow, I think he
Is
perhaps
that
been-
Eastern Cow?
I'm
Same
not sure. Could be.
Guy? Is it 2 cows?
And then Zacti, I've seen him around a lot. So there's a lot of very experienced players on this NA team. Porter again, I believe he plays Inf.
Yeah, it does. Should do at least.
I think Infant Cav, yeah. I think he was like their strongest player in the previous tournament.
Yeah, I remember.
Judging
Big
from
player.
the screenshots and shit.
Then they have Fiadek Tyrell.
Yeah,
I
not
thought that
quite
was
sure who
Fiada when I joined. It was 100% it was. Then I checked the ping.
Yeah, they're going to need a lot better performance, however, because they really did struggle on that set.
I mean, NA always been the best on open maps, haven't they? So we're just gonna wait and see. There's gonna be another draw.
There's some pretty good Cav though on this this team as well, the Turkish side.
Yeah.
Flowin and that.
The second map is Waterfall.
Yeah, we
Yeah, waterfall.
It's
yeah.
not very open, is it?
It's quite archer friendly,
pretty
which
open.
It's archer heavy. Yeah.
which
Yeah.
could suit because I mean archery is probably one of the things which suffers perhaps a little bit less than the others.
It's
with high ping.
thingy playing this.
But
Lag
it's
throw.
definitely the hardest thing to do with hyping.
There you go then.
I wouldn't know the stream link, Barry.
Someone else could write it.
I can't. I got my legs up right now.
Thanks, LaRue. Yeah, I kind of was a bit more one-sided than I expected. We did see thought Swade looked better in the previous match we watched as well. So
Yeah, you're
perhaps
right about
we'll
that.
see some work. I know Jarvis Pi has been doing a lot of work for them. Obviously, it's pretty useful having a UK guy when you're playing on the UK server, especially an archer of his quality. I think he's done a lot of work.
I agree. Yeah, he's a big loss for them there. I feel like. But yeah, gotta do without him, I guess.
They got Jara instead.
Yeah. But obviously he's from Turkey, so his pings are going to be not great on this server anyway.
True. It's better than all the NA guys.
Yeah.
Barely than Squirtman.
From my experience playing with hyping tournaments, I think it's more about teamwork than just individual plays.
And Nickel
Yeah,
has come
I'd
in.
agree.
He's of the One-Eyed clan, I believe.
Yeah, he is.
In
I
the
played
land of the
Counter-Strike with him
One-Eyed.
before.
The man who can
The
see
blind
is
man
king.
is king.
Oh,
There you go.
Oodle's team, right? One eye.
Yeah, Oda was in OE. A few other pretty damn fine infantry in that team as well, I believe. We'll see what he can do.
145 ping on Nickel though. That's
Yeah.
not great, is it?
Nope. And they've taken a heavy build. I like to see that. On Yoshi.
Don't
See
know who
what
that
they
is
can do.
either.
Yeah, I'm not
Yoshi.
100%.
It's that Pokemon from Super Mario, isn't it?
Yeah, one of them
You're
Pokemon.
mixing
Yeah.
things, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so the flag has spawned now for LBJ. If they can't win this, they're going to be in a little bit of trouble, I think. Flowin kind of looking to see if he can apply a bit of pressure and slow them down, but it looks like they're going to get away without too many difficulties.
It's just setup time now, isn't it?
It is just start time
And
for
yeah,
the
let's see
big
how
battle.
BLD gonna attack this.
I mean, what,
Presumably, both archers from the same direction, just shooting heads.
what do you guys think? Do you push
Someone
around the
aim for
back
back.
or do you go around the front?
It's
7-1
tough.
aim for the
This is
back.
a tough flag.
You can get
I
punished
think
though,
you
right?
just
If they push.
you just have to make a choice and then just go all in on it. I don't think one's just better because you have to get some frags, some early kills, and then you have to get that ball rolling. But
They're
it's
not
tough.
sending anyone around the back now, and they really should, because to flush the archer out. But they're saying screw that. Screw
Might
that.
send their cabin from the back.
And here comes
Not
the
yet.
cavalry. They're already flying in. And Donat, nice work with the all pipe there. Takes out Skiro. And we'll see what they can do. Yoshi picks up a kill, and they've got 2 kills now. Jeffrey does go down in that corner. That's one of the crossbows. Crossbows need to start doing a bit of work. And Squirtman comes in as cavalry. Donat is doing really nice work. Kicks out
Look at
Danino.
this.
I'll just call him that. And Zacti gets a kill. Squirtman. Huge work taking out Goliath. Not a name I really want to be saying too often. Let's hope he has a bad match. And looks there on clean-up duty. Jara picks up a kill, and Zacti with another kill.
Yeah.
Lovely work
Nice
from
justice,
our NA brethren there.
Last man alive, Franz Joseph.
And,
I thought he was
Yoshi
Cav
with
for
the
some
kill.
reason.
Yeah, I think he is a Cav, so I was a little bit surprised to see him play Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, good round there overall from the LBJ infantry. With
Very
their high
convincing
ping.
round.
Yeah, really good stuff. Donate with 2 kills, Yoshi with 2 kills, and Jara with 1. So nice stuff from them. I think I'm not going to say him. Squirtle.
Squirtman.
Squirtle, man.
Squirtle
Squirtman.
doing nice work.
Stop talking about Pokemon.
I think the first kill by Donati on the cap, that was important.
Yeah,
That's
That was
good.
huge.
yeah, really important. Yeah, he was doing really nice work. And it's not always easy in those kind of lengthy, kind of messy infantry fights. I think when you got higher ping, it's a bit harder
You just
almost.
get lost in it.
Yeah. Whereas in those kind of 1v1s, you can kind of use your experience a bit more easily. And LBJ pushing up to the ramp now. Looks like BLD are just not gonna hold it. BLD with an even higher. Oh, Squirt.
Oh.
Squirt.
Squirtman. There you go.
takes out Flowin. And
Oh boy.
that's really tough
That's
there.
yeah,
What a
that's a
huge performance
big
there from
loss.
Squirtle. That's not better, is it? I'll just use his name.
Yeah, good. Thanks.
And yeah, I mean, taking out a key man, probably arguably one of the best players on the server, goes down in a cav duel. So that puts him in a really good spot here. And LBJ happy just to wait for now, but they are going to need to go in
You
at
Yeah,
some
it's
got
pretty
point.
high.
both the NA cav though in a position where they've been babysit by one Turkish cav.
Flag is
Which is
super
not
high
really
already.
good
They're
for
gonna
the
have to push.
engagement.
And looks like they know that now. And Yoshi, he's got that red armor already. That's the advantage of that tank build. But kills. Oh, Jara, lovely work. Takes out Slash. There's a few hits flying in. Cav flies in as well. Doesn't manage to get anything done though. Donate picks up a kill and he's doing really nice work with that long wall pipe. Starting to take big hits though. Jeffrey takes out Donate. A bit messy there. Shouldn't matter though because Jara kills Era. And nice kick here. Gordios is trying to get work done, but doesn't manage to do anything. And is going to be taken out by NA.
Nickel, Jeffrey,
Yeah,
mind
Nickel,
efforts.
Jeffrey, kills flying in, and only Franz Joseph left. Cal picks him up, and Squirtman starts around huge, getting that kill, and the others follow it up with kills of their own, and really nice performance. NA bringing it back.
Yeah, the Squirtman really stepping up on the Swatted side. I'm surprised to see it. I wouldn't have thought so myself, but now Vagears are the only one with one kill.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, isn't it? The big kind of advantage looks like a big advantage for Swadia. Why do you think that is, Rox?
I think it's I don't know if it's up to the factions as much, but I think it's just those early kills. They get the perhaps the armor build gives you an advantage in the melee fight, like just a bit of survivability. And I suppose long all pikes are good if you can make them work, which the NA Cap are doing right now. So yeah, that's when the strength of that faction comes out.
Yeah, and the flag has spawned now in the graveyard, and we've seen it can be quite a defendable position.
They're playing a weird build as well, man. The NA guys are with two crossbows. I
mean, Yoshi's got a
they
full knight helmet. He looks like a
Yeah, it looks like a
Swadian knight, yeah, a Mordale character, but he's already
No.
taken a huge hit actually.
No,
And, Donate is doing so much
boots
work
up.
with his all pipe. He's got
Flower
Gordios
finally
finally
flipping.
on him though, and Flower does get killed, but Nickel, lovely work by him, winning that 1v1. Yoshi is nearly dead there, does go down eventually. Nickel, 2 kills for him though, and he's got awful ping. Squirtman picked up Gordios, and it's looking good, double kill for Nickel. Great work from him, and he's got massive ping.
Yeah, I don't know how he's doing this with this ping. But
Fine, it's
they're
gonna
very
be
low.
set now. They're gonna have to push in again.
Very low though.
Very
Look
tough
at
now.
Donat, look at Jara, look at Nickel. They've got almost no health whatsoever.
don't think it's gonna matter now. The flag's gonna go up, and these
6v4.
Turkish boys gonna get desperate. They send an archer around the back too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good move.
Archer would
I
pull
don't
his
know,
men.
because can
Still
you
a little
afford to
too
split
late.
up like that?
Oh, and
yeah, he
Jeffrey
takes a
already
big
on
hit.
him.
Yeah, and
Uh,
Jeffrey would kind of get engaged in men. They just need to take Jeffrey a bit isolated, but it doesn't matter.
Don't
Squirtman
matter,
is taken out. Oh, nice by Zacti, and he's been doing a lot of work. They need to get kills soon. No. Yeah, Jeffrey picks
Nice.
up Zoel Doka 25.
These names. Fuck now.
Yeah. And just Franz Joseph and Flower and left, and it's looking like a good 3-0, and another great match picked by yours truly. Lovely work. Zacti finishes it off.
See,
Yep.
one issue I have with the way that the Turkish team approached that is just they gave themselves no time to do anything. They just ran in. Like they didn't give their archers time to get hits in, or yeah, the flag was not even up that much when they went in.
Yeah.
It's a bit of inexperience maybe on their side. I don't know. If they might have played in the Turkish scene for longer than I have, I don't know, but that's what it seemed like to me.
There's a few very experienced players, but yeah, I think it's in warband terms, it's quite a young team.
Yeah.
Because in warband terms, it's like
From 2010
years and years,
onwards.
not a few months.
Yeah, that's true.
But some very experienced players on both sides. But you're right, perhaps a little bit rushed, and the whole thing seemed quite rushed. On that first map, the NA guys kind of felt quite rushed, like they were running in, they were taking fights, they weren't winning. They didn't manage to kind of take their foot off the gas and just slow the Rams down. But they managed to do it there, and kind of BLD with the same problem, just running in, losing fight after fight, and not being able to bring it back.
Barry, yeah, you have to score wrong for LBJ. They have 3 rounds, not 5.
Thank you.
If you press end, then you can see a little thing around the scores, and that means they're locked. And then rounds 1 between sets don't get added to the score.
Bit of dark magic.
There you go.
Bit of behind the scenes dark magic.
That's what we're talking about. Technological expertise.
Tau.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this map, we kind of saw it in the last match. I thought Saranez probably looked slightly better. What do you guys?
Yeah,
What do you guys think?
I'd agree. Yeah, I think
Certainly
Saranez
looks better
overall.
with a crossfires. Yeah.
Although we did see only a 2 crossbow setup and not a 3 crossbow setup, which I
I want to
would
see a
prefer.
setup.
Yeah.
None of them
Yoshi
did
knocked
it.
out there. Punched.
If
If I had high ping and I was, which I'm not, but if I was a decent cav, I'd be like, yeah, let's play 3 cav and get morning stars, so I don't have to worry about the ping. And just hit through shields anyway.
True.
Could
Yeah.
do that too, yeah.
I mean, what do you think? You're a fresh pair of eyes, Rue. Rodox versus Saranez on this.
Personally, I give it to Rodox because crossbows, high damage, 7-hit horses, they're paper, and you get the morning stars.
Yeah, we didn't really see Morning Stars previously.
We did think that too, but then again, it seemed like the fights were over really quickly, and it didn't seem like the crossbows could do too much.
So I
Think
think we're
it's gonna be
live
live.
already,
Yeah.
and they're
No,
speed
we're not.
running this. They not.
BLD guys have 9 players.
Yeah, and Gordios not taking proper equipment. Presumably won't be playing Archer.
You never know. He switched
No.
his class every month back when I played.
So I think both of these teams have probably qualified. I think 2 teams can get through into the knockout stages of the tournament from Group C. So it will most likely be these 2 teams. Who will have the easier fixture is kind of dependent on who wins this match actually. So it's in theory quite a lot riding on. Because it could be the difference between making it through that kind of preliminary knockout stage and actually getting to the proper knockout stage, which would be quite a good achievement for this kind of Turkish team, but also great feather in the cap for the NA guys.
Yeah, it'd be great if making out top in the group, as they are, I guess, considered the best players in North America right now. I don't
There's
know
a
if...
few names missing,
The-
I imagine.
the
Like,
fourth-
Yeah, I was gonna say, but not the full roster of an all-star NA team, is it?
The 4 best teams from Group C go on, and if they are first, then they'll have to play against the 3rd team of Group B, and at the moment that is Birds of Hermes.
okay, so I mean, and if you
And
finish,
this is not the 2nd team of Group C has to go against the 1st team of Group D. So yeah, I don't know which you prefer, number 3 from Group B or number 1 from Group B.
probably number
Birds
1
of Hermes,
from
is
Group
that...
D, right?
Yeah. So I don't know.
I mean, so really, you want to lose this, mate?
Yeah.
They don't know that, though. Don't
But
tell them.
hopefully they won't be watching this stream.
They already
or-
asked with the stream address.
Yeah.
Too late.
So I mean, Birds of Hermes, you'd suspect would be fairly confident going to this, but you'd imagine the winner of Group D perhaps would be pretty gettable for both of these.
Isn't Birds of Hermes that bizarre Griffon and Ariel acting?
Yep, it's
Yep.
Griffon, Max. They've got Mikalir as well, Zazu, a few
That's
pretty nice
weird.
players.
Weird concoction.
It's a bit of an unusual mix actually, but it seems to have
Yeah.
worked. And actually, they had a good WNL. They stayed in Division B pretty comfortably, and they've done well also in Group B for the Innovation Tournament.
Gotta take time to salute Griffon for making that team, because that was just a bunch of free agents, wasn't it? He's put
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's
So
got
good work, Griffon.
yeah, great work from him, and it's hard, isn't it? There's not many people willing to lead teams, and Griffin, someone who for many years now has led teams in Warband, so big shout out to him for that.
He's kind of the only Russian captain that is left in the scene, really, who like fields teams these days.
Yeah.
The rest have kind of left. That's cool, man. Heroes was always a good team, always fun to play against them. Heroes and Inquisition, obviously, super strong, and now Birds of Hermes.
Yeah.
Very fond memories of Heroes general we all have.
Because the heroes used to pick us in every WNL every time.
Yeah, just wanted.
Played them
wanted
about
to
6
challenge.
times.
That's great. All right, we're going live.
Yeah, live, yeah. And I press end again now, and it will
Yeah.
work magically. There you go. That's the power of technology.
Battle stream has reached new heights
It
today.
has.
Upped our production value now.
Huge.
Suspect a lot of cav from all of these
So
factions.
we got 4 cav for Lebrontourage,
That's a lot.
2 archers and 2 imps, so quite traditional. And same class 4 BLD. So both teams going for a pretty traditional 4-2-2.
Barry,
But at least there's 8 cav on the map, so it's an 8 cav map.
you should also
Said
press
earlier.
delete.
There you go. Sorted. We need you on stream for every stream, I think. Come around my house, fix my computer. Alright, here they getting started. Jara kind of and Donat not really wanting to commit to going on that flag, and we saw kind of why, because the crossfires can be really nasty. So they're moving up Zakti. And actually with 2 archers perhaps the crossfire isn't going to be so impactful, and Era and Zwadioka are fairly close together, but it does look like Era is now moving out to that flank. Which
They need
will
to
make
get
it
him,
hard.
flush him out. But they're not going to do that, they're just going to stand on the hill.
I think thing is with Rodok shields, if you're facing if that oh,
That was what they were waiting for.
and that is what you want from a man like Jeffrey. Lovely work by him. Takes
Good
out
long range
Era,
shot.
and that puts him in a really advantageous position. Now the infantry do not have to worry about a crossfire, and they're moving straight in. But Jara does take a big hit actually, and Yoshi unlucky not to get a broken shield there as he comes in for a pretty reckless couch lance. And here comes the BLD cavalry, and the secondary
They
kind of
just getting
follow up
started,
actually.
all
And
3 of
Jara
them.
actually takes out Gordios, Turk on Turk. Danat takes out Alex as well. That's one of the cavalry down. It's looking pretty good there for Lebrontourage. And
Yeah,
Yoshi,
I think once that crossfire was gone, they were just happy to sit on flag, and obviously Serenades had to come towards them. Was pretty easy for them from that point onwards, I think.
It's
All
looking
they have
great
on
for
cat
the NA
are
guys.
like they call every cav. Like you see we're just fighting, and all of a sudden they turn around because one of the teammates said, "Hey, there's a cav coming." So that's really good.
does manage to get killed. Quite nice work from
Cat with a bit of a
Franz Joseph. Yeah, he kind of flew into that, got reared. Jara finishes it off, and that's 2 rounds for both of the Inf, 2 kills for Jeffrey as well. So nice work kind of across the board. And actually, in a lot of these rounds, the whole team has been pulling its weight, hasn't it?
definitely. Well, by the looks of it, like Donate and Jari getting 2 kills, I think speaks volume of their like imp capabilities on open maps, because it was really hectic with a lot of cav going around. But then Jeffrey getting that early pop on the other archer was like worth so much to him, because they didn't have to worry about that for the whole thing. They just had to point their shields in one direction, and then when cav came around. But still, really nice work.
I think it's like LaRue said, just calling out the cav consistently and precisely is just fundamental but so vital to winning the game.
And Flowerin's playing Archer.
That's weird.
Pretty odd, but we'll see if it pays.
Did he
This
not
tournament-
just swap with somebody?
Actually, not
He swapped with
sure.
Erat.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He did, yeah. I've seen Flavin play Archer and he seemed fine at it, but I would want him on cav personally.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, an outstanding cavalry on his day. So that's a little strange to see, but maybe just want to play Archer, and he actually gets work done already. Gets a big hit on Zakti, and they're actually trying to take him out. Yeah, not managing to. And that rock, it's pretty hard to kill someone on that rock.
It's grim.
And
Plowman takes a
Flowin,
hit back
yeah.
though from crossbow. Jeffrey presumably.
yeah, and Zakti's not really going to be able to help much from there, but he's going to hope to, not really getting too much. And this this standoff you'd think would favour BLD, because those LBJ infantry are pretty far away. But it doesn't matter, because Jeffrey has once again started
Master
a round,
archer versus
taken out an
archer.
archer, and he's doing huge work for them here. And here comes that push from LBJ. See what they can do. Squirtman takes out Danino, and oh yeah, Alex
Sure,
does get
down.
one back. And these infantry for LBJ are very isolated actually, because the cav are miles away, and both of them are down actually, and the kills flying in. Triple kill for Alex, lovely work by him. And
He's gonna go. Oh,
yeah, they need kills back very soon. Surfas takes him out. Zakti gets one back. Probably isn't going to matter. Goes down to
BLD
Gordios.
round.
And yeah, it does look like it's going to be only Squirtman and Zakti left.
Looks like to be the end for Squirtman right here. trying some. Oh, got some nice blocks on him, but eventually goes down.
Exactly, doing his best. Gets bump slab. Nice kill by Alex there, who got 4 kills in the round. Franz Joseph has 4 kills as well. So the cavalry there for BLD doing a lot of work. And
Yeah, Alex was just riding back and forth uncontested. The LeBron infantry was really just hungry to go his sword and board, and that it didn't really pay out this time because the Turkish cav was on point with their, what do you call it, charging back and forth.
yeah, it felt like they were very isolated. The infantry, the cavalry for LBJ was quite focused on taking out the other support classes, so they were going after the archers and stuff, whilst the BLD cavalry was helping in that imp fight and
Yeah,
getting a lot of work done.
yeah. What I saw was Jarg doing getting inf versus inf pressure while the cav was stabbing him in the back.
It's LBJ's flag though.
Yeah, let's see
Yeah.
where they set up their archers.
Realistically, BLD have been defending twice.
Yeah, we saw it was quite important where they set up the crossbows. We saw this set up from one of the previous teams. I believe it was FP, and seemed quite effective. I don't think when they won the round.
They lost. No, they lost round.
Would you say this was like a particularly defendable flag, Scar, or like is it even?
It's fairly open actually, because Serenits can take advantageous archer positions as well in certain spots. You know, Flavin is pushing out, for example, now far on the left side.
I mean,
But still, I mean, the crossbows from Rodox are much closer to the fight regardless.
they're in
I
the
think-
same kind of position though.
Yeah. I think it depends a lot on when the cav actually come in. Like the cav that hits earlier will probably win the fight.
I'd love to see Zacti up on the archway or at the cart or whatever.
And, this is nice. Alex kind of doesn't quite manage to do it. Donate, his pole-arm work has been absolutely nothing short of sensational. Does manage to take out air out, but Yoshi does go down to Gordios. 2 kills now. Jeffrey goes down. Jara goes down as well. Franz Joseph, Alex picks up Donate, and kills are flying in here. BLD, and it looks like a pretty comfortable round in the end. Zwidaka takes out Cal, and Zacti dead as well.
See if they're gonna switch something up now.
The Turkish cav are done. They're like, nah, this is our match. Get out.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Now I think you can really see
Franz
that.
Joseph 7, Alex 6. That's,
Yeah. It's good to see. It's just that flag is so old, really. If the cav come in and all of them like get a kill or at least a hit in, that is round winning really. And you can also see that the crossbows with their fire rate are struggling to have an impact later on.
They need Jara on spear too, because he was having his cleaver out for the whole thing, and they just need him to. If they look at it, Franz Joseph and Alex getting all the kills, and it's just the cav doing work. He needs to be on anti-cav
yeah.
with Donate.
That's quite something, isn't it? Actually, two players on 13 kills between them. There's
Yeah,
only
some heavy
there's only
lifting.
6 on the rest.
Exactly.
So huge
I
work.
think in those situations when you're playing the crossbow faction, you never just want to hold the flag and let the opponent do whatever they want, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of like you wanna let them come in a little bit and then just counter push somewhere or do something. Because they just kind of got, okay, yeah, the BLD cap just came in when they wanted and that was the end of it.
That's
So-
always sort of the issue run into, right? When you're defending a position, that you let your opponent do whatever they want, set up in their position. They actually pull the trigger of when to go, unless you actually counter push.
There's a news report. So apparently LBJ got 2 Turks in their team. Both Jara and this Squirtman guy seems to be Turkish.
Oh really? Okay. Felt like
Yeah.
a very NA name.
Yeah, it did, but apparently it's Turkish. That explains his ping too, which I was looking at.
And they have got the flag here, BLD, but they're not too fussed about kind of just sitting on it. They've got Flowin spread out on that right flank, Zuerdocker on the cart. Flowin is getting pressured a little bit, so looks like he's gonna.
He swapped out his cleaver for a lance, that's a smart choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does make sense. And
Good play. Somebody dropped him, that's good.
no reason BLD can't just move those inf over to the flag now, you'd think. And Gordios takes a really big
Gordios
hit.
takes a
Actually.
hit, yeah.
One more
Probably
shot and he's a goner. That's the damage crossbows can do, isn't it? Really? And
Yeah.
some of those BLD Cav getting almost caught up, but they don't manage to secure a kill out of it. LBJ and Zacti actually gets knocked over, and this fight is kind of breaking out over here.
This
Unexpected.
is messy.
Flower does get a kill. Yoshi gets
Ooh,
one back.
Alex goes down.
And the LBJ infantry are going to be kind of arriving a bit late, and actually they're pretty outnumbered here. Cal gets reared. He should go down. He does go down. Erat takes a big hit, managed to survive. Donati, huge work from him. Squirtman takes out Flowin. And Squirtman with a double kill. Jara gets another one. And the Turks doing a lot of work. Jara with Erat down. And looking pretty good for the NA team. Bringing it back to 2-2, and it's neck and neck this match so far.
Yeah, 20 seconds left. They should be able to clean up.
That's
Yeah,
a big
there we go.
showing.
Squirtman, huge round from him.
Squirtman and Jeffrey there. They both put in some work.
They're not, they're just matrixing between all the guys.
Yeah, he's been really impressive with
It's
that.
just like a rock with a
hold on.
spear.
Yeah, really hard to take down. They haven't really managed to get him down, and he's been rearing Cav every round. And
It's good. It's a bit of competition in this, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty even, as you can see, between both teams, I think.
Yeah, it's a bit of a messy fight that. BLD perhaps, I don't know, did they really need to fight over there? They had the flag.
Well, they all got stopped. There was about
The
5
Cav
Cavs
overextended
standing still in the alley.
on what's his name? I'm sorry. Zakti. Like he was in the corner of that one house, and the Cav just went for him, got stuck, and yeah.
I was
fair,
surprised.
that fight could have also been won by BLD.
I was surprised that they were fighting there in the first place, because in the previous rounds they were always like taking the sort of upper bit of that flag and try to defend that, but neither team was going for that area in this fight.
And LBJ getting the flag. Looks like they're going to set up a similar crossbow positions. They did lose this last time, however, so I don't know, perhaps they need to be trying something different, but it looks like they're going to back themselves to do
I
the
think-
same thing.
They gotta do what LaRue said, they gotta decide on a push somewhere. If they just stand on it, it's gonna happen just like in the previous round. They're gonna get encircled and pushed.
Does look like that. That's their plan anyway. So obviously
Put
they're
an
not
archer
watching
up
the
at
stream.
archway. BLD is. I think that's going to be a really powerful position.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Is
This is what you're talking about, where you're quite defensive, so
look at
you
this.
give up positions, right? Now Zakti has to push around because
Yeah. Oh, he gets a nice shot off though
yeah, that is really nice work from him.
on the BLD archer.
And
Yeah, even Jeffrey is exposed from that archway.
Yeah, the archway is powerful. They should have pushed that in the beginning, I believe. Just trying to
What's
flush
to
everything
stop this BLD infantry from just going around the tent and going for Zach?
out. Got nothing, but they don't want to though.
Yoshi goes down, and actually Yoshi was doing a lot of work for them, so that's quite important. Danino with the kill there, and Danino kind of running rampant here, and Alex almost gets that dismount.
Ooh, look dang
He's
good.
still alive, and actually
The
infantry
Rodok
side-
infantry just have to engage now, they're just
Zakti
hovering around.
takes out the crossbow and
They
actually
are.
got damage. Serv takes out Jara though. Nice work by him. And let's see, both the Inf are having a bit of a mare here. All sorts of trouble. And Denat is finally taken out by Franz Joseph. Good work from him. Squirtman brings it back though, and another kill for Jeffrey. Taking out Gordon. Fiastic Tyrell takes out Franz Joseph. Just a little bit in the favour of LBJ here.
Yeah,
And they
LBJ
can
coming
make it
back.
work. Nice by Alex,
Alex.
takes out Cal, and actually having that Cav alive is really important for them. Oh, Fiastic
It's gone
Tyrell
down,
gets a
though.
kill. Squirtman is down, and we're in a 3v3. Huge, yeah, lovely bump stab there by Dinano. Oh, but Fiastic Tyrell brings it back
2v2.
actually, and it's constantly back and forth here. 2v2,
7 seconds!
they run into the flag, and the Rodoks actually have the flag advantage, and if he can stay alive, which it looks like he will, they secure the round, 3-2. For
Good play by
LBJ,
Jeffrey there.
and really nice, yeah, like you say, quick thinking. Jeffrey gets on the flag,
Yeah.
pulls out the round, and lovely stuff there for Lebrontourage, who go 6-5 ahead going into the final set. Thoughts on that round, gentlemen? Quite a round.
Yeah, that was good thinking by Jeffrey to jump on the flag last minute then, last second even. Some really veteran savvy stuff there.
Round was really back and forth, kind of like. I think the Sarnids started out strong by again spreading out their archers, because the Rodok infantry again didn't really like pick a fight and pushed in.
Press delete Barry and then press N.
Already done. I'm a genius now. I've been taught.
So the initial engagement went in favor of Sarnids, but then they just didn't go for the crossbows. Either of them were just free firing for the whole round. They pulled it back and then just won in the end.
Yeah, it felt like
Yeah,
so many
good on-
rounds. Like the archers or the rangers, sorry, for LBJ always were killing one of the enemy rangers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's Jeffrey's job, it seems like. He's just always on the Rangers, and it's really working out wonders for him.
Yeah, good on him for realizing, oh damn, only 7 or 10 seconds left. I have to get to that flag.
Yeah, good thinking.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? I mean, we've all been in that situation, right? Where you're so intent on that fight, you're trying to keep an eye on like who's alive in your teammate, like what enemies are alive, what you can do to try and win the round and get the kills. That you so
definitely do
easily lose sight of the clock. It's happened to me plenty of times. So
Yeah.
really impressive, kind of quick thinking. And actually, the BLD guys, a lot of them have the same idea, right? They're all running to flag. It seems
Yeah.
like they all realised too soon, but Jeffrey just ahead of them, and they already had that flag up a bit. And that's I guess one of the problems, right? Or one of the advantages even when you are the defensive team, you do usually have a flag advantage.
Exactly. Yeah.
BLD should dismount on the flag way before the last 5 seconds or whatever that was. They should have like noticed that there wasn't a lot of time left and the flag was in LeBron's
They
favor.
were on the back foot though, like, because it was a 5v4 at a point, and they managed to go back to a 2v2. I think they were just thinking, damn, we're 5v4, we have to get kills, we have to even this out.
Yeah. Who knows what they were
It was
thinking.
kill for kill, it was really back and forth.
Yeah. It's good battle.
Yeah.
Love good battles myself.
But stuff like this, like it tends to happen quite often, right? You're the defensive team, you jump on the flag, you raise it a bit, then the fight starts. Everyone steps off the flag, kinda, it goes down, but in the end, your flag is maybe a tiny bit higher up, and that gives you the advantage.
Shows a bit the importance of doing those small things right, doesn't it? Like how big a difference it can make in the round. If you just raise that flag, get it up nice a little bit, even if you don't win on the flag, it can still give you a huge advantage. And not overcommitting either, not thinking like, oh, we got this up quite a lot, we can just try and get it up. Just having it up gives you an advantage. You saw how important that could be.
It's also just a good thing to do generally as an infantry, really. There's often, when the fight has not broken out yet, there's not much pressure on you. You can usually always step on the flag and raise it without much risk of dying or getting shot or whatever. So yeah, good job on them for doing that.
In the famous words of Captain Lust, a flag rules. Everyone agreed to the rules when they signed up.
That's a good quote, didn't know that one.
I said that in some match at one point. He also said that's what you get for wearing a turban, but then he
He
moved to
quickly
turban.
He did quickly retract that comment, to be fair.
We got what he meant. Didn't we?
Yeah, that was on Snowy Village, man.
Yeah, I
It's
think that was
it's-
virus headshotting someone,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
That's what you get for wearing a turban. Oh, didn't mean it like that. Man.
Quickly became a meme, and then it died out somehow.
Yeah, well,
We're live
saw the
again.
teams again. Okay, so we're live again. Sarenid's here for Lebrontourage, and they've gone for the 4 cav, 2 archers, and 2 inf again, and same for not the same for BLD, who have gone for the 3 infantry here for the Rodox. Interesting.
That is super interesting, yeah. I didn't expect that. They're
happy this happened.
gonna have to push heavily, right? Otherwise they're just gonna lose. Get kited.
Most likely. Ooh,
Ash takes
Ash
a hit
getting hit.
already.
Ash already taking a
Do
hit.
we
Is
see
that
which archer
Jeffrey?
that was? Probably, but Zati,
No, I think it was
did
Zati,
nice
yeah.
work too as well. I mean, Zati killed Zuidoka last round.
I'm just impressed by these American archers, especially Jeffrey, but exactly that's
Starting
what they've
flag
been
for
putting
BLD.
with. They've just been able to shut down the other team's archers perfectly, and especially in the start of the round, they've just been shooting at them constantly and hitting them too.
Okay, so BLD do get the flag spawn, and they're doing a little bit something different here, and I actually quite like this. They're moving Ash up to that little archway.
Yeah, finally the
Yeah.
defending team are doing this. I think this is gonna be a nail in the coffin.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's already quite injured actually. And the LBJ cav is kind of weighing around there.
Oof, nice hit
Hit
though by
Jeffrey.
Ash.
Yeah, that's not good. That means he can't really afford to take any risks whatsoever now, especially with crossbows looking at it. Zati's going to need to do a bit of work. But
A
he's
lot
not
of
really in a
flag going
spot.
up
And
rapidly though.
Flowin does get reared. Horse takes a few hot shots. Flowin now playing cavalry, which I think is probably a good idea.
Yeah.
And,
His final form.
yeah, the flag is very, very high now, so they're going
They're
really
gonna have
need
to
start
commit, yeah.
getting work.
I think they're waiting for the Rangers to get a pop, but the opposite goes down. That's what I said.
And Yoshi does take out Ash. That is a crossfire broken. And they're going to start flying in now, the cavalry. And they are even
They need
numbers,
to
but
look-
Jara, I mean, look, he's on his own. But they're not really applying too much pressure to it. Only
Yeah.
on a 1v1. Franz Joseph does take out Fiatic Tyrell. And Franz Joseph double kill for him, really nice. Yoshi gets one back to him. Skiro, Slatis gets a kill on Jara. And looking like a pretty good round there for BLT. Gordios kills Squirtman, Yoshi goes down. 2 kills in quick succession won't mean a lot. but are nice to pad the scores for the archers. Jeffrey, I mean that was just an amazing shot. He,
Stupid, isn't it?
great work from him.
Same as
won't matter.
equipment.
He's yeah, quite rightfully running off, saving his equipment.
It's a pristine depth score as well.
Yeah, that early headshot on Donate really changed around. I feel like it was just Jara left on the infantry, fighting against 3 infantry on BLD. It's pretty tough to approach the flag then, especially because time was running out.
I think they probably waited too long, right? They weren't really. Didn't feel
Yeah.
like they were waiting to do anything. Like they weren't like moving their archer into a really good position. They were like waiting for something to happen, and a bad thing happened. But like that will happen sometimes, and when you let them get that flag up that high, it makes the whole team panicky, right?
Yeah, definitely. Generally speaking, like you never want to be doing something because you're running out of time. You want to be doing something because you've planned something, like you've positions on the enemy.
Who's that taking a hit? Ash again. Again getting early damage.
BLD moving out, so the flag has spawned in the middle bit, but BLD also, I mean, there's been a lot of focus on today's matches on taking this left flank and trying to shut down that crossfire.
I like it. I like it a lot. Taking
Very-
this left flank.
Very 2012, I think.
Yeah, that's where I was playing, so that's why I like it, I guess. Last time I played was 012.
I just don't know if you need to, but Jara moving alone to the flag now. No, they are backing off, and they've almost swapped positions. kind
Yeah,
of.
they have switched
Yeah.
positions.
LBJ moving on, and they're on the flag already here, BLD, and I'd like to see LBJ move on a bit quicker. It does look like that's their plan.
And at this point, you know LBJ is waiting for their archers to pop off and just get an early headshot so the imp can charge.
I mean, they also have the extra cav, right? So they can afford to just take the fight on the flag and hope the cav does work, right? They're not that outnumbered.
I'm upset because I don't know why Jar's taking a spear at this point because he's never using it.
And Yoshi quite unlucky not to get killed there, and he's all over Zuidoka right now, and it does manage to pick him off. And he's going to have to back off, otherwise he's going to be in a bit of trouble, and he's kind of fishing for a kill. Doesn't manage to get anything done, and a fight is breaking out, and here they come, the LBJ cap. Cow, it's a team kill on Jara there. It's not good at all, and that's going to make it very difficult. Gordon's doing nice work to keep the cavalry away. Round's not over. Still go either way, and Zanat brings out Danilo. Zalis goes down to Tyrell. Yoshi, and the kills are flying in. Zuidoka, lovely headshot on Donate there. Yoshi, the last man alive on the flag. Franz Joseph, though, does take out Tyrell, and these shields are absolutely rubbish.
20
They're getting
seconds.
shot to pieces. Squirtman takes out Franz Joseph, and Cow is alive on the flag. 17 seconds left, but their flag is actually
Hero's gonna go
lower
down.
right now. He needs to stay on the flag, but he can't. They need to get a kill, and I think this round is going to go in the favour of BLD. I just can't see how they win in time.
Yeah, 5 seconds. That should not be enough.
That's one. That's
Oh!
and they actually
is
do
they
it.
didn't, they
Incredible
didn't.
stuff.
Wow.
They need to stay on the flag.
Stay on the flag, stay on the flag. Yeah, Cow got it. Cow
And
got it.
Cow
He's not moving.
understands. Brilliant work by them, and they Flowen
It
running
doesn't
over
matter.
like Terminator,
Wow.
trying to murder people, but it's not enough. And
Oh,
LBJ,
what a save. What
Wow.
a save.
an incredible
minute
round
save.
there.
Proved me wrong instantly there. It's not enough time, 7 seconds. Apparently it is.
Terrible analysis from both of us, but there you go. And 7-6 now the score in favour of LBJ, and they pulled that out of the fire, didn't they?
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Good job.
Yeah, BLD gonna be kicking themselves, so like not managing to stay up with 3 players for 7 seconds is unfortunate.
Yeah.
It can be hard, right, when you're panicking, and I think
Yeah, they were also like
And
dismounted
that, once you
Cav
lose
and
one
archers.
of them, it's just 2v1, so that's not easy.
Yeah.
it falls apart
Yeah.
quick, doesn't it? I think because when you've got a guy next to you, you're kind of expecting them to block for you, and if he's dead, then another guy's whacking you, and it snowballs very quickly. And you saw how quickly it can snowball. Then.
LBJ got the flag here, and presumably they're going to set up a nasty crossfire with these two. So with Sakti and Jeffrey. I don't know where Jeffrey's going though. They kind of unsure about his position.
Yeah,
But I
BLD
think-
guys moving through the village, and
Massive.
and he's been looking like he'd be doing that for a while. Actually, he's been getting a lot of hits off on the archers. Managed to take out Tyrell there. He says, "Oh no."
Great
I know,
reaction to it.
indeed, yeah, a great reaction there. And Zacti, he's going to get caught here. He needs to leg it because they're going to be all
Yeah,
over
they
him
ain't
pretty
coming
soon.
for him.
But actually, this flag is really high. And BLD committing
Oh
a lot
yeah, I
over
didn't
here.
even notice.
And they could actually lose
Yeah,
this if they're
Zacti
not
needs to stay
careful.
alive now.
If they can just
Needs to
drag
block.
this out a little bit, and it looks like that's what they're going to try and do, but he's already dead. I
I think
don't
it's
know.
fine though. They're gonna win on flag. They're 100% gonna win on flag.
Yeah, they are. They've actually
It's
done
over.
it. And a huge overcommitment there by
great.
BLD, not paying
Wow.
attention to the flag. Donate kind of question mark.
BM.
And BLD now in a position where the best thing they can do is draw, and they need to win them both next 2 rounds.
That was a big blunder. That they gotta kick themselves for. They went
Yeah.
all that way with all they had to kill one archer, and they just left flag. Nobody looked at flag.
Objective-based gamers. Said.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really, and nice work
that's
by
something.
LBJ to take that risk to be like, we can afford to sack off a player if it means they're not going to pay attention.
Well,
to the
obviously
flag.
they were looking at the flag that they were standing on, and BLD was just not. They were just like, let's kill this guy and run on the flag later. By later, they meant next round.
So the flag has spawned in the river again now. BLD looked a little bit better on that, but it's hard to say, isn't it? I mean, that was a huge blunder from them, and it puts themselves in a really difficult spot. And actually,
Oh dear.
that puts them in
no.
an even harder spot because Ash has died. And
Is LBJ gonna?
And
gonna...
they have to win the next 2 rounds in order to get a draw, right?
Yep.
LBJ's Americans though. They should drop one, right? That's what
I
they're
don't
doing
think they
right
do
now.
that anymore.
Where's the
Really?
fair play from the first round, guys? Come on.
Oh, BLD, looking in a good spot actually.
Not looking good for LBJ anyway.
Yeah,
They're
really
kinda-
outnumbered there, and Flower takes
yeah.
off to that, and I don't know how you can be a man up but look so outnumbered. And but here they are, the LBJ cavalry are all here now. Let's see if they can get some work done. Nice by Cal, but don't manage to get anything done, and Squirtman goes down to Danino, and the round going in the favour of Tyrell takes out Slacid. And it's the break in the fighting now, and it's 6v6.
Good charge from the BLD guys.
Yeah, they're
Belediye
pretty
just
low
caught him
though,
off
aren't
guard.
they? There's a few low people on both sides, but Gordios and Flowin close to death. Jara.
BLD still have 3 inf up in the cap. They managed to like get a target
This
and push
is
it.
Kite
Should
town
be able
for
to win.
Jeffrey right now. Just need to kite all he can.
Franz Joseph trying to shut down Zacti. I think having the 3 inf alive and the 2 cav should be pretty good for them. But not when one of you gets dismounted and Skiro nearly killed. And the infantry
Jara's
are going to need to get a
fearless.
kill here. Jara's an
Taking
absolute
on all of them by
madman.
himself.
And they were running away from him.
He's running onto himself. It's 4
They
guys.
should go ham on Jara.
Yeah, they
there. I
should
don't
just
know
kill
what
him
they're
right
doing.
now. There we go. 1 hit.
And they're all backing off. And actually, it's Jara buying so much room for the
Yeah,
archers
no one's
to be
raising
able
the
to do
flag.
work.
But
But here comes Franz Joseph. What can he do?
Jara
Jara
takes on
takes
one.
out Franz. Zacti does go down. Really nice. Franz Joseph, 2 kills for him. Gordios goes down. In the meantime, Franz Joseph triple kill. Huge.
Nope.
LBJ Cow or Franz Joseph quadruple kill. Oh my god, incredible stuff there. And it's going to be pretty hard now for Cal to get anything from this round. And Franz Joseph kills him with his horse. Great
Damn.
stuff there. Flower and 6 kills. Franz Joseph 8 kills. Huge work from those guys.
is this the final and deciding round?
Yep,
It
so this
is.
is another another map going down to the last round. So BLD need the round to draw, and if LBJ win the round, they win.
Oh, okay, so it's either a draw or a win. Right.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
It is.
Bit of hype in the chat.
Francis
These two
Joseph
teams.
really pulled it out of the fire there, really. But Jara was like fighting off 1v3.
Bro, he
was
should
winning
never have
that
been doing
fight.
that. He was
I was
1v4 at one
I
point
was
and they
almost
didn't touch
shocked
him.
to see that. Yeah.
A lot of respect for Jara, the $1,000,000 player.
Fearless.
If anyone don't know what I'm talking about, Razer bought Jara for $1,000,000 gold in his fantasy team.
On
I don't
my
think anybody knows
recommendation.
what you're talking about. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Now you know. The more you know,
Yeah,
right?
the more you know. Here we go. So the flag has spawned here. It's a very good one for LBJ. They'll be hoping to pick up this round and secure their position at the top. BLD moving along pretty unimpeded actually. And the infantry, look at that by Danino. We love that huge leap down towards his foes. See what we can do.
They
Zanti's
should-
in a nice spot, and Jeffrey running all the way over to that village, and he will be set up pretty soon in a place where he can provide a lot of support. And actually, this
They're
flag
not-
breaking out, and Zlasis gets reared very early on. Survives though. The archers could be able to take him out because his shield's been taken out. Gordios here, he's doing some nice
Flat went
work.
down.
Flowen is down there, and that could be really important. He's got a huge amount of kills. Squirt then takes out Gordios. Donat goes down in the meanwhile.
Jar is still up and kicking though, hitting horses with his sword.
Zati team kill though, takes out Cow, and it's 6v6 again. And these fights will last them forever. Jar at Zati brings it back, takes out Franz Josef, and that's two of the most dangerous cavalry dead now for BLT. Jeffrey and these archers are doing a lot of work here.
Yeah, this is looking bad for BLD.
Yoshi takes out Zlasis, 6v2 now, and it's looking good for NA.
Yeah. LBJ win by the looks. Unless this guy.
Yeah, sorry, I'll finish it off Sudoka, and
GG, dude.
9-7.
GG.
Yeah, really, really good stuff there, and pretty impressive stuff for guys with very high ping.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
nice. And 2 Turks.
Any thoughts on the match overall?
I mean, it picked up at the end. At the start, it was just confusing for me. But it's like,
I'm wondering now. Are the maps and the factions just unbalanced in a way where it makes the matches balanced overall, or is it just the teams being equally strong? I don't know, because we saw like really 2 very close matches today.
I think in this case, for both these matches, it was definitely teams
Yeah, I think so too.
really evenly matched. I think on any map and factions.
It's good stuff, yeah.
Good warband overall. Good
Yeah,
ass
great
warband.
stuff. And LBJ, Lebrontourage, they finished now top of C. So congratulations to them. BLD will make it to the knockout stages though, so not too bad from them. It's still a pretty good season. And we look forward to the knockout stages. Any words, anything you want to say?
The fans are asking for doing another stream.
Doing another stream.
There's no other stream, is it?
Another stream.
Throw myself out the window before I do that. I hope everyone enjoyed it. It was a bit ramshackle towards the end, wasn't it? But
I want to say shout out to Charlini, who's hosting the tournament and whose birthday was yesterday. So make sure you spam it on Steam.
what was his
Happy
birthday? Was it?
birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday, Charlene.
Happy birthday, Charlene.
Well done, mate. And before we go check out. There's an epic new tournament that's about to start. Everyone's talking about it. They're all going wild. Twitter's blowing up about it.
All I've heard the past few days. Like.
Yeah.
Total Annihilation.
I've read about it in my local newspaper, mate.
Yeah, it's all over the place. Total Annihilation 2, 3, 2. I don't know. Something about Tomb Tyrants. I've forgotten the name of the tournament. It's go check that out.
Total Annihilation.
Yeah, go check it out. Go sign up for that. That'll be fun. And have a great week, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Take care.